Hey Rockstars! Welcome to the Be Your Own Superhero Show, and today we're going to teach you how to talk to yourself like a billionaire. Money, 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 money. We were having a chat as we do before we put on the camera record button. Boop, boop. Yeah, look, we were talking a little bit before about language and how to actually communicate to ourselves due the respect of a billionaire.
And when you say billionaire, do you mean someone who's going to make lots and lots of money, or someone who's going to have the potential to make lots and lots of money by achieving their goals?
Yeah, well, it's about putting yourself first, essentially, and developing some skills to communicate to yourself like you're actually the most important person in your life. And yeah. So we were having a chat before, and you were talking about the fact that you go to the gym, which is pretty cool. And Jacob was saying, I go 3 or 4 times a week, and this week you went no times.
No times.
And so I was like, okay, so it sounds like it's actually important to you, and we realized that it's not in his top 5 values. So we know that it's not the most important thing. So he started using some language like, I try to go, I should go,
I do my best.
I do my best. And so what I said was, well, I don't think you've got a problem with going to the gym because you go pretty consistently. If you're going to a gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week for an hour, you're doing a pretty good job. So what I identified as the problem that we were facing is that it was more around the language that he was talking to himself with. So what we discovered is that it's probably a better idea to actually go, well, how does going to the gym actually help serve my top priorities? Because basically what I figured out was that Jacob was basically feeling guilty for going to the gym, so therefore avoiding it because he wasn't doing the things that are most important to him. So if we list a bunch of benefits to actually how going to the gym is actually helping comedy, mental health, what do they have to make? Your social life. Then therefore it'll start to become a little bit more on the way. So therefore you'll sort of make it happen more often, and you'll have less of this language that that's sort of a bit self-defeating. So if you link a whole bunch of benefits to an action that you want to do a little bit more of, you will make sure it gets fit into your week, and it'll be what I say is on the way instead of in the way. So that you'll be a bit more consistent, and you will enjoy your company a little bit more.
And would you say that there's a bit of kind of like groundwork that you need to do before you can start doing this? Like, for example, you were talking before about how I need to relate going to the gym to my values. So obviously there are a lot of people out there who haven't really kind of thought about what their core values are. Is there anything that you can kind of like tell them to, I guess, get started with that so that they can kind of put this into action? Yeah, sure.
So values is basically a set of whatever your most meaningful action steps are. Or whatever the things are you do most often. You've always got energy for, you've always got time for, you always have money for. So it's basically an action list that you look at the world through.
And what are your top 5 values?
My top 5 values are CrossFit, going to the gym, so I'm always there. Human behaviour, which is what we're talking about now, the study of why we do things, and the reason why some people are successful and some people are not. And teaching, obviously, because I love talking about it. And music, of course, too.
Hell yeah.
So basically, if you want to learn a little bit more about your values, reach out to us. I've got a questionnaire you can actually fill out, and that will help you identify what they are. And then the question you would then ask is whatever the action is or task that you want to do more of, you would then link to that list. You'd say, all right, well, how does me going to the gym help me with my highest value? And my highest value is going to the gym, so that would be a really easy answer for me. And so the more further down the list it is, the harder it will be to actually move up the list, if that makes sense. So the more links you would need to make.
Yeah, sure thing. And so like this isn't like, and this just isn't just for the gym, by the way. This is like for anything.
Yep, if you want to go and do more cake decorating or horseback riding or dirt bike riding, it would be the same thing. If something's really important to you, you always make sure you get it done. If it's not, and you have language like I should try, I gotta, I have to, that means that it's just not that important to you. And it's generally what we call an injected value. Someone else is saying, you should do this, and you're like, okay. But we want to make sure that whatever we're doing is true for you, so you can go and be your own superhero.
Excellent.
Yeah. Just to finish up, if you've got any questions about values, send us a DM or PM or an email or drop a link in the comments or all of those things that you know what to do. And we can send you through our value questionnaire so you can actually find out what your values are, and then we'll go from there.
Excellent.
See you next time. Be your own superhero.